AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Just getting started.
Just getting started, y'all. It's just getting started. Big Fling, the biggest, the fucking biggest, y'all. 24-15. I will take it, big fella.
Major dunk. Ryan, I'm not apologizing to Cat for showing up finally. Not happening. Do this again, please. I'll be glad to be wrong.
Fellas,
you getting a bunch of phone calls now, right, AllBall?
I'm ignoring all them shit.
Travis Lucas. It's one game.
Appreciate you, Travis. That's one of the biggest.
One game. Shout out to my little nephew, Jonathan. He said, Cat moving to the Heights was the best decision of his career. Yo, man, y'all know what this is. We smiling. Game 3.
Knicks Rehab.
Wow.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
That's how you answer the bell, y'all. That's how you answer the bell on the road, down 20. That's how you answer the bell.
Pierre Moise. He said, nah, homie, you dumped on us 2 days ago. Your boy Flea held it down.
Allen Houston.
Held what down? Telling Tibbs to do his damn job, which he finally did. Thank you for putting out 10 guys in the rotation tonight and resting these bums. Jesus Christ. Game 3, it's over. Big Knicks. Yeah, big Knicks. 106-100 victory over them bum-ass Indiana Pacers. You know how we do. Front running. Yeah, of course we front running. We take the baton, keep it moving. You talking about 16 points for OG Anunoby, 24 for Karl Anthony Towns, 20 points in the fourth quarter, 3 of 7 from the three-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. All of them shots came from in the fourth quarter. He had 6 turnovers, by the way, 5 fouls. He played most of the game in foul, the second half in foul trouble. And of course, 6 points for Mitchell Robinson, 6 rebounds. He had a decent game. 15 points for Mikal Bridges. He was on and off. 23 for Jalen Brunson. For the most part, he played like hot trash. Came in, had some clutch plays in the fourth quarter. 8 points for Josh Hart off the bench. I forgot to mention Big Mitch, money-making Mitch, started this game for Josh Hart. We'll talk about how we like that in a second. Deuce McBride, 9 points, +7 in the plus-minus. He was second to Landry Shamet. 3 points for him, but amazing defense in the third quarter, y'all. Landry Shamet? Yeah, that guy. AllBall's little brother. You kidding me? AllBall. How we feeling about this game, man? Game 3, Knicks pull it off. Pacers still up 2-1. Eastern Conference Finals.
Let me just say this, man. I watched the whole game sitting on the edge of my couch. I made sure I got my naps in today because I knew this was going to be a ride. Pause. That's how you answer the bell. My anxiety is at an all-time high. I was nervous. I was scared. But, you know, for me, Tom Thibodeau just showing that he can adjust. That was the difference. There were a lot of guys today that played a major part. Right coming into the game for those minutes. Shamet, big 3-point shot, but just his intensity.
They ringing OG phone down right now with this big win.
You know, he's an adult who doesn't know how to press. What's the word? What do you call that? Do not disturb?
Do not disturb.
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ. Okay.
You hear him? I can't.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yo, AllBall, Miss Mac in the building? Oh, he can't hear us probably as he freezes up.
Yeah, he about to jump back in.
Yeah, Flea, they're running laps saying they're claiming you have some sort of victory lap.
No, I'm cool, baby. I'm cool. Listen. We ain't gonna do this. We family. We family. When family is not, you know, family sometimes needs the cousin to sometimes say, yo, it's all right. We got this. It's all good. Just everybody calm down. They need that cousin in the cut. I was the cousin in the cut. That's all. I don't need ain't no victory lap because we ain't done shit yet. Just handle business the way you need to handle business.
I
That's
can't
all.
even believe you think that this was this is a revelation, all ball.
I'm gonna let OG finish. I ain't got nothing to say. You
Yeah,
said something about the comments and I ain't got no victory lap.
I was trying to buy time.
The people are adults. They're just owning the fact that they was wrong and I was right. That's all. Let them do what they do. Mind your business.
Miss Mac in the building, all ball.
Yeah, that's family right there. Big shout out, Miss Mac.
Big
What
shout out
up?
to Miss
Love
Mac.
always. Listen. I gotta give a shout out to Tibbs and to the bench. Just the minutes that we needed. You know, and these are things that we've been preaching about all season. All season. And tonight, Tibbs got out of his own stubborn way and he actually coached. Gotta give him props. But I gotta give props to Deuce, Shamit, Wright, like Hart. Like I said, guys accepting their roles. Oh, Darlene Bryant, the beautiful, the lovely, is in the building. If Tori B is in the building, big shout out. But tonight, we answered the bell. For me, fellas, I don't respect Indiana. I don't like Indiana. All I remember from Indiana is when they was in the Eastern Conference Finals last season, they got swept. So for me, you know, if we play our game, if the refs allow us to play our game, this would be a whole different ball game. Big shout out to Carl Anthony Towns. Fourth quarter cat. Brought us home. Brought us home. This was a collective. But for me, the ball game, and this is going to surprise y'all, the ball game goes to Tom Thibodeau for not being afraid to bench his star player, to keep Brunson on the bench, knowing that he had a horrific game on both ends of the floor. Foul trouble, couldn't knock down a shot, forcing shots. Big shout out to Tom Thibodeau for understanding the assignment. This was a must-win, do or die. This was a game 7, and we came out with the win. We are officially in a series. But I gotta give props to the bench. Gotta give props to OG. But the bench, y'all. Fabian, we've all been saying this for a long time. McConnell comes off the bench and gives them between 10 to 15 points. And today we matched that. That was the ball game. Guys wasn't gassed. Like I said, those minutes that were played by guys means a lot. I don't care what nobody say. When you're a baller at that level, 2-3 minutes means a lot when it comes to rest. What Mitchell Robinson means on the defensive end is so underrated, it doesn't make any sense. Him and OG are the anchors of that defense, and you cannot credit them enough. OG is flying under the radar with the type of basketball he's playing tonight. He hit 2 3-point shots that if he don't make those, I don't think we win this ball game. So for me, listen, man, down the stretch, guys hit free throws. Big shout out Hart and Cat. Brunson hit some free throws. Hart with the toughness, getting the rebounds. But listen, fellas, we did this as a collective. And I'm going to say it again. Tibbs wasn't scared to coach. Brunson didn't have it. He kept him on the bench. So for me, I'm ecstatic. I'm happy, and I'm just joyed that, you know, we're back in this thing. We're not down 0-3. We're back in this thing, and we have a tough road ahead of us. But as y'all can see, anything is possible. I'm tired of being on the wrong side of history, Fleet. We about to be on the right side. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
Lee, Knicks win by 6. 106-100, lowest scoring output by both teams in the series so far. What's your reaction to the Game 3 victory by the New York Knicks?
Extremely, extremely impressed with the fight down the stretch. Never get too high, never get too low with this team. This team has been proven to be resilient all season long. I think last episode we got a little mixed up with me and OG going back and forth about Tibbs, but in fact, we got to just take a look at this team. We are so in love with this team because they've been resilient all throughout the playoffs. So we know what they're capable of, right? We know what we could do when we put everything together, right? That's where you get the passion and the back and forth, is because we know what we're capable of, man. If we play with some level of aggression, right? This is the third time we've been down 20 this playoffs and walked the team down.
On the road.
On the road. These things are happening on the road. We are now 6-1 on the road in the playoffs. That's huge in the playoffs. Now, one absolutely, you gotta take care of home, like OG always says to us. You gotta take care of home. But the biggest hurdle that you can jump over, that is difficult to jump over, is winning games on the road in the playoffs. And we've been able to do that every series that we've been in. We've been able to win multiple games on the road in Detroit, multiple games on the road in Boston. And now to get this series back to where we want it, to go back to New York, we need to win another game on the road. I thought Cat was big down the stretch. I thought we used our smarts finally and said, this guy has it rolling. Let's go to him. Tibbs did exactly what everybody has been begging him to do, right? Everybody's been begging him. My brother's on the screen, people in the chat, myself. He finally did what everybody's been begging him to do, which is go into the bench and play guys and see what they made of at this point. We down 0-2. We on the road. It's a must-win. It's a must-win game. We're lacking on the defensive end. Do you see what he just did by starting Mitchell Robinson? By starting Mitchell Robinson, it just deepens the bench. Now you could grab Deuce off the bench early and Josh Hart. The first sub tonight was Josh Hart for Cat. I don't know if y'all peeped that. That was the first sub tonight. Josh Hart for Cat. And he left Mitch in the game the entire first quarter. We want to establish a defensive presence and a presence on the glass. Now, unfortunately, the first half wasn't the greatest. We went down 20. I told y'all in the chat, this is the definition of giving up. This is what it looks like when you give up. That second half was a completely different second half. Completely different second half. Big shout out to DeLon Wright. Big shout out to Landry Shannon. Big shout out to Deuce McBride. Big shout out to Mitchell Robinson. All the ancillary pieces stepped up today. And I'm talking about defense. I'm talking about flying around, hitting big shots, playing with attitude. Did y'all see Deuce tonight? Playing with a level of attitude. Like, y'all niggas don't understand where we at right now? This is a moment. Let's step up. Let's get to it. Everybody was huge tonight. And the big fella was huge down the stretch in the fourth quarter. 20 big points. Nobody could stop him. Miles Turner, you're food. Pascal Siakam, you're food. Whoever in front of me. Andrew Nembhard, you get dunked on and won. That's the aggression that he has to play with. That level of freedom that he plays with, we got to get that from start to finish. Start to finish. Very, very impressed with our guys tonight. And in terms of Tibbs, I'm not a guy that likes to talk Tibbs too much because I know when guys are playing it the way they need to play on the basketball court, we don't need to talk about Tibbs. We can play with a level of aggression and a level of execution like we did. I don't need to talk about him. They handled their business on the basketball court. I love the win, and let's get ready for Tuesday.
Just Fabian, before you go real quick, OG Anunoby, 4 for 6 from 3. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Fabian. I'm sorry. I just want everybody to understand that. 4 for 6 from 3.
Can't hear you on mute.
OG Anunoby bridged the gap between whatever we had after a timeout in the third quarter, going leading to Shamet, Deuce McBride minutes with Mitchell Robinson. I am not going to, I don't care what y'all say. I'm not apologizing for no damn Tibbs slander, none of that. Do that again. Why the hell did it take you 3 games to get 3 more guys off the bench? And look what happened. They look a little spry. We called it early in the fourth quarter. Nobody played 40 minutes. Nobody looked tired at the end of that game. Isaiah Thomas called them out on Twitter, and I hate the fact that other people got to retweet and repost the stars that played. Like, we're not invested in this. Thank you, Tom Thibodeau.
Isaiah Thomas will never be an NBA coach ever again in his life.
No, well, if I'm not mistaken, I thought it was the other Isaiah Thomas, Boston Celtic that I seen tweet.
It was that one. I'm sorry.
Right. It was that Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, it was that Isaiah Thomas that tweeted that.
I meant that too.
You ain't tell one lie anyway. So.
Yeah, I meant that too. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Tibbs just after the last game. After the last game, Tibbs was just I didn't like how he reacted, and even benching Cat in the fourth quarter of last game, especially after game 1, when Cat was a part of a big reason why they were up 17, and then in game 2, he benches him like that. Now watching game 3, the biggest trouble is gonna be these Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns lineups. That it just is what it is. Brunson sat down in the fourth quarter again, and Cat was going crazy. The aggression, I haven't seen him look that spry the entire series, the entire playoffs, if I'm being honest. When was the last time he yammed on anybody, like you said, Flea? He was aggressive, like, oh, I'm getting the ball. I'm getting the rock. But is it Flea? You gotta answer him. Is it that? It's like, I got the guy on the other side of the court, and I know he wants the ball. I know what he's thinking right now. It's burning your brain. Like, Brunson's on the court with me right now, and Cat is saying to himself, damn, I gotta kick it back to Brunson. I can't go crazy. What is Karl Anthony Towns thinking about when he's on the court? And I'm saying it's tougher for him to play with Jalen Brunson out there.
I mean, the way I was looking at it tonight, fortunately, Jalen Brunson was in foul trouble, so Cat had to get it going, right, in the fourth quarter. But when he came back in the game, immediately you saw Jalen Brunson go into kill mode. And at that point, we needed that big buck. He hit a tough floater in the lane and down the stretch. It was like maybe under 2 minutes to go. And he hit a really tough floater against Naismith, his nemesis. He's garbage. Get him out of here. But he hit a tough floater on him. And that's the type of shot you need from Brunson, right? Down the stretch of a game, maybe he's not shooting it well. You go to Cat if Cat got it going. 9 times out of 10, he's going to be able to take advantage of his matchup. There's not many guys in the league that I can find that's going to be able to take Karl Anthony Towns out of a game if he's playing the way he's supposed to play. The level of aggression that he played with tonight is exactly how he's supposed to play. Now, how do you manufacture that while Brunson is on the floor? And that's the question that you're asking right now. For me, I think that's a case-by-case basis. Tonight called for that. Brunson didn't have it going. He didn't shoot the ball well. He was in foul trouble. Karl Anthony Towns, they can't guard him. So, yeah, you take advantage of your matchup right now for sure. But if you're the point guard, if you're our leader, the captain, you got to be able to gauge that on a night-by-night basis. You know that you're the closer. The last 5 minutes of the game is yours. But if it takes the first 40 minutes of the game to establish Karl Anthony Towns, then that's what we got to do. That's what we have to do. So I don't know what any other way for us to slice this. Every time during the season, if we look back on it as well, there's a lot of key wins that we had playing through Cat. We came to y'all guys a lot of nights on Knicks Rehab to say, yo, when we play through Cat, we're a little different. And when we play through Cat, it's not always catch it and he's a black hole. He's a hell of a passer. Very underrated. His passing ability is not talked about enough. And so I'm very confident in him making decisions when he gets the ball, whether that is to go or whether that is to make a good pass. Brunson has some ill-advised turnovers today, especially in that first half, that was pissing me off. So if we know that we could go to Cat and he's going to make good decisions and you can play off the ball, Brunson, and go down the stretch and make big plays, I think that's the way to go.
What you thinking, AllBall? You think that it's a thing? Brunson and Cat on the floor not figured it out all season?
I can't put my hand on it, right? But I'm gonna say this. I think it's Brunson's fault because he's the point guard. My thing is, you exploit the mismatch. Brunson doesn't have a mismatch on him against Indiana. Cat does. Brunson has to understand we here to play winning basketball and try to win a championship. Do whatever it takes. For me, Brunson has to understand that. He has to be coached. Brunson is not being coached. Brunson must be coached to the point where it's like, yo, bro, you see what happens when you're not in the game. The ball flows, the ball moves. We have a guy, Karl Anthony Towns, that nobody on Indiana can guard. Get him the ball. We know you can get 30, but sometimes your 30, 40 isn't winning basketball. It doesn't win us the game.
I know.
We are here to win a basketball game. So for me, I didn't like Brunson's. Listen, one thing with me, I look at body language. I did not like his body language on the sideline. He didn't look happy. He looked, I don't know what that look was, but it's like, yo, bro, we about to win a game in the playoffs where if we lose this, we out. So are you happy we won, or are you unhappy that you didn't get your numbers? I don't know what that was, but I'm very concerned about that. So for me, once again, kudos to Tom Thibodeau. Because, you know, if Tom Thibodeau is the old Tom Thibodeau, you put Brunson in and it just messes up everything and we lose this ball game, a la game one. So for me, Brunson and Cat and the coaching staff needs to have a conversation. Needs to have a conversation, because there's no way in the world we look like this. But when Brunson gets in, it doesn't look like this. Like I said, the mismatch you exploited. Turner, Siakam cannot guard Cat. Cannot guard Cat. Brunson, you're the point guard. Get him the fucking ball. What's wrong with you having 15 and 12 and we win the ball game, instead of you having 40 and we lose the ball game? He has to make his mind up, fellas. And that's just my opinion. He has to make his mind up.
But can we address Tory B though, real quick though? Because that's what happens, unfortunately, is that it comes off as though we may be trashing to, but hold on, because that's not the direction. Because quite honestly, yes, we understand what has got us here, right? We can't discount who he's been for us. But when we do play bad, the flaws are, they shine. And one of our biggest flaws is the fact that we start our offense a lot with 10, 8, 6 seconds left in the shot clock after he has pounded the rock and has done nothing to create anything else but for himself. And so, yes, a lot of times when we does get great shots is because he's killing this matchup. We don't take that. But a lot of times when we going down the stretch of these games, deep into the playoffs, yeah, we got to be able to say, hey, Deuce McBride, you got to be able to hit a big shot for me, baby. And part of that is letting everybody touch it. So, no, we're not trashing Brunson tonight. But quite honestly, when he's not hitting shots, he's got to be able to do something else. Something else. But besides dribble the air out of the basketball and getting everybody else involved, making the hockey assist. You don't got to make the pass that's directly to the assist. You can make the pass to make the other, you know what I'm saying? To open up and get somebody else open. So, we love you, Tory B, but we don't want to confuse it that we trashing him. But he's got to continue to get everybody else involved and understand that this is not last year in terms of who we are offensively. We are a potent team when we get it going offensively. So, big shout out to Brunson, but our guys came through for him when he didn't play well tonight.
Big shout out Cal in the building. All things hoops.
Yes,
family
all things
right
hoops.
there. Big shout out Cal. Appreciate you. But hold on, I love Tory B.
We love her, of course.
Tory B family. But I got to be honest. I'm going to trash Brunson tonight because he was terrible. What are we talking about? Listen, we got to be honest. On AllBall TV, Knicks Rehab, we're nothing but honest. Nobody's the bigger stand for Jalen Brunson than me. I argue with people all day he's the best player in the NBA, and I get roasted. But we got to call a spade a spade. If Tom Thibodeau didn't acknowledge how bad Brunson was tonight and kept him in the game where we watched him continue to force shot after shot, he didn't have no rhythm, he just looked out of whack, we don't win this ball game. I need Brunson to be the leader and the captain that we know he is. I need you on that sideline cheering. We are about to win a game on the road, coming back down from 20, which if we lose, we're down 0-3 and the series is done. I did not like his body language. And yes, the fouls was horrific. But let's be honest. He commits some of those stupid fouls. So for me, I love Tory B, but I have to be honest. Jalen Brunson deserves a little bit of us talking about how bad he was tonight. But he came up clutch, hit a big shot. But listen, I need Brunson to understand the situation. Cat had it going. If you're gonna come in and ruin that, then no, you stay on the bench. We got to get the W.
Yeah, I think that's what,
she
nah,
don't let up. She be like, oh, no, OG,
nah, because
this
I
is
think
what you say.
yeah, because that's not what she was saying. I think she was saying that Flea touched on. We can misinterpret what his face looks like on the sideline. Like, remember, he's the guy that says don't go high, don't go too low. And out in real time, I reacted like, yo, Brunson, fix your face. But what if that is him trying to stay in the zone? Like, yo, they might ask me to come back in this game. I can't get too high because we winning. Can't get too low because we losing. And that's the coach. If he tells me to go back in, do I smack his hand out of his? Do I smack the clipboard out of his hand? I don't know. But I gotta give props to Tom Thibodeau, man. I do, because Rick Carlisle, again, I keep saying he should have been this should be his 7th conference finals, 11-man rotation, and Tibbs went to 9. He went to 9, and on top of that, the first 3 quarters were kind of clunky with the rotations, but the 4th quarter, he kind of knew who to go to, except for that bum-ass starting lineup that you went back to. There's a reason why you benched Josh Hart in the first place to start the game. Why are you going back to that lineup ever? Ever. They don't produce on either end. Our defense is clunky. The offense is clunky. But going back to my question with Brunson and Cat, remember, we've seen him with one-on-one players with Randall and Luka, and he persevered. That's a different style than this. And I think the Knicks never really fully figured out a real offense between the schemes to run with Cat and Brunson. I don't think the pick and pop is that easy for Brunson and Cat. I don't think Brunson dishes the ball out that swiftly on a pick and roll. I don't think Cat moves the way Brunson needs him to move when he's picking and rolling with him. I think Brunson's used to taking a pick and roll and doing and going with the ball and passing the ball out to another one-on-one player. I don't think they figured that out, and that's part of the reason why I think the Knicks are able to pull away with Cat just on the court without Brunson. Because to me, it's also without Cat on the floor, I think we do play better. I think Brunson has better games without Cat on the floor a lot of times because it's just open for them. I don't know if they figured out what they can do to optimize the Cat and Brunson thing, because I saw the stats. They were hitting like the best pick and roll 3-pointers, but it doesn't look fluid. It never has. I don't see this. It's not a Utah Jazz style screens out there. I'm sick of the Indiana Pacers throwing a double screen at us and we getting lost. The Boston Celtics were doing that to us, and we haven't ran that really. It's like a horn set that they do over there, fellas. Why aren't we running a horn, like pushing the 2 guys at the top of the key on a horns play for Brunson and Cat? Confuse the defense a little bit, confuse the Pacers a little bit. And also, one last thing, the Pacers are playing the marathon game with Brunson, and I don't think it's really conducive for him. This just might not be a series, and you got to accept that. You got to be willing to get benched with 7 minutes in the first quarter, because if Deuce could come in there, these minutes from Deuce have been crazy,
phenomenal. Like I don't think you can say anything more about Deuce McBride, and I'm talking about the whole playoffs. Fuck this series. Like, Deuce has been great since the playoffs has started. He's just like just positive minutes from him, whether that's just hitting open shots, big shots, playing with confidence. I think to kind of piggyback off of what you're saying, Fabian, with Brunson, this may not be his series. This may not be his series, meaning we need him to average 35, right? It may not be that. But to be a top 15 guy, to be a second team all NBA guy, a brother asked OG earlier today, is Brunson a top 3 player at his position? And OG said yes. But a big way that he has to be a top 3 guy at his position is to understand that if I don't got it going offensively, if I'm as great as I am at this position, I need to be able to do some other things on the floor that's going to affect winning. If it ain't going to be just putting the ball in the basket, I'm a small guard. So, yeah, that is a great additive that I could put the ball in the basket at a high rate. But what else am I going to be able to do if I just don't have it, if it's just not my night? And with at 5 for 15 or 6 for 18 or whatever he finished tonight, it wasn't efficient. But he knew, okay, this is Cat's night. Okay, Dukes, we're going to need you to play high minutes tonight. Okay, guess what? Shamit, get your ass in the game and hit big shots. Like, our bench has played well in this game, and you know, I think we got to continue to work, do what works. Do what works. Don't go against this now. Don't go against this now. Start hard. I mean, start Mitch again. Next game.
If we go all ball, we say one thing and they're gonna go all jump off.
I'm not even, bro.
Man,
I've seen that.
Sit Brunson down next game and let's see how it turns out. Yeah, we want to bench Jalen Brunson for the rest of the playoffs.
I mean, he was in foul trouble, so that was a big piece of it too. But if he doesn't have it going, we got to be able to say, yo, he ain't got it going. Yo, we got to go a different direction tonight. Find a way to win the game. Find a way to win the game, fellas.
His name is Joe Brown.
Judge Joe Brown. Find a way to win the game, man.
Big shout out Joe Brown. You will not get a rise out of me. That's, you know, you trying to be funny. I'm not even responding. I seen that earlier. My thing is this, you know, all season long, people said we didn't have a bench. Of course, we don't have the best bench, but you have to give guys opportunities, and you have to have some type of confidence in guys. Shim has been in the league for a long time. Deuce, we know what he can do off the bench. Josh Hart has been in the league for a while. Like, we know what these guys can do when the opportunity is presented. Flea, Fabian, y'all totally correct. This is now how we should be moving forward. Listen, man, you got to go deep into that bench. You got to give Brunson, Cat, and you know, OG and just those guys got to get breathers. Because once again, we know these games are going to be close. We either going to have to make a comeback or the games are going to be close. So in that second half, particularly the fourth quarter, guys got to have their legs. So, you know, those minutes that are played from Shamit, Wright, Hart, Dukes is very important. Like I said, I just think tonight, Tom Thibodeau actually coached the basketball game. And to me, that says a lot. To be able to sit Brunson because he didn't have it going and to allow the guys to continue to keep it going, I think that's huge. I am not going to underrate that. And I think that shocked Indiana and that shocked their coaching staff. They were not prepared. That was not in the you know, when you scouting, that was not in the scouting report. Right. It's not in the scouting report to how you're going to guard Shamit or the effect him Wright is going to have it. That's not in the scouting report. So I think that threw Indiana for a loop. And I think that's what Tom Thibodeau has to continue to do. You have to continue to shake things up and adjust. Because once again, we are playing against a great head coach. So for me, I think tonight was great. And I'm going to keep saying it. OG Anunoby. We cannot have these conversations without bringing his name up. What he does on both ends of the floor, night in and night out, has to be spoken about. That big defensive stop at the, you know, in the fourth quarter where he got the block shot and he showed all that emotion. Come on, man. So for me, just a great basketball game, but a team effort. And I've said it all season, fellas, for us to win a championship or compete for a championship or go deep into the playoffs, we have to play a style of basketball where everybody gets involved. And when one guy gets it going, a la Cat tonight, you feed him. And the results is a W.
I want to say this real quick, Fabian. I know we about to wind down in a second, but I'll give you the last word, my brother. I just want to say this about this Knicks team, and I think I started with this about the resilience of this ball club. And OG was kind of hinting on it just now. They weren't prepared for the type of minutes Shamit was going to play. Mitch being in the starting lineup. Let me say this about this Knicks team, right here in this series. The first two games in Madison Square Garden, regardless of what the score was, it felt like the Indiana Pacers punked us. The way that like we threw garbage juice on Sun after we beat Boston and we was throwing bags of garbage on them, That's the way it felt like they was doing us the first 2 games of this series. And for me, with this game, the way we outscored them 61-42 in the second half of this ball game, when they went on a tremendous run to close out the first half of that, to close out the first half. They was up 20. I think we went on like a 5-0 or 7-0 run or something like that to get it to 13 or something like that. But they was kicking our ass to finish out that second half. They did not expect us to fight back. They don't think that we tough. They don't think that we tough. We had to show Detroit that we was tough because they thought that they could fuck with us a little bit. Boston didn't think we was going to win a game. And we had to punch them in the mouth early in the series to say, hey, don't play with us. We're here. I don't think Indiana really respects us at all. And today is the first time they was like, oh, these niggas have life. And I think we need to continue treating them like that because they don't respect us. They have zero respect for us. And we need to start acting like the big kids on the block and say, hold up, be respectful. We're the highest seed. We got the better players. Be respectful. And I think tonight is the start of us earning some respect in this series and turn this thing around.
And Mikal Bridges hit that shot at the end of the first half to get it down to 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then goes to the end of the third quarter. Deuce McBride went on a personal 7-2 run or 7-0 run against the Indiana Pacers, and it could have been a 10-2 run if he hit that last 3-pointer at the buzzer in the third quarter. But you could see the momentum switching. I think you said, Flea, did we go live yet? You were like, damn, it's a bad miss. But I'm like, yo, I'm okay with a miss if they're playing defense like that because the Pacers, once they get stifled,
we can get it back. Yeah.
You get it back, but also Brunson or Cat. I thought it would have been Brunson, but Cat playing the way that he did, get into the free throw line. Now we're playing a different ball game. Now you got to foul me to stop me, and you can't and you can't do nothing on us on the other side of the court. Brunson ain't out here to bail you out. You understand? I might bail you out a little bit, but I got these guys rotating with me. So only one guy you gotta help on defense this badly, and it was Karl Anthony Towns. But I'm just the role players. The first quarter, DeLon Wright missed a rotation, but then he got a deflection and got the turnover. We missed a layup on that possession. But you can see early on they were trying to do something, but it just looked out of whack. The rotations looked out of whack. The second half, everything improved. And just the fact that we were able to get these guys rest. Is Thibodeau going to look at that damn box score and see nobody played for 40 minutes? That's what I'm stuck on. I've been stuck on. As soon as I seen, OG played the most minutes, and he ain't going to get 40. 36 minutes for him, 36-56. Bridges at 36-48. Josh Hart at 34 minutes. He still got his 34 minutes even off the bench, which is what I've been saying. I don't know if he still looked Josh Hart-ish. Great 1 minute, bad the next minute. But wait a minute. Props to him.
I mean, still did everything that we expect him to do, but he did it off the bench.
No.
Did he have double-digit rebounds tonight?
No, but I didn't expect him to D up Siakam like that. Even
How
though
many rebounds did he have tonight?
Josh Hart had I'm sorry. He did have 10 rebounds. He ended up with 10, 8 and 10.
Off the bench. Right. Double-digit rebounds.
But that's who he's been since he's been here. So
that's what I'm saying. If you can
but he has the energy because he's not playing 45 minutes. It's 34. Come on. And this is what I'm saying.
I get it. I get it. Right? I get what you're saying. I get it.
Tibbs don't get a pass because we won, and he finally did. He showed up. Cat don't get a pass because you finally show up. No, what Josh Hart did to Siakam at the end of that game, he had to foul him. Yeah, we had to double him. So Siakam got an and one. He missed a free throw. But we love what we saw. Once again, it doesn't matter if we lose. It's how you lose. How did you lose that possession? Extremely great defense, old boy.
Oh, no, Fabian, you can finish. I just wanted to, because you was killing. I just wanted to piggyback and Flea killed his take as well. No. But remember, by Josh Hart not being exhausted, he knocked down 2 big free throws. Remember, he struggles at the free throw line. So him not being weighed down and tired, he knocked down 2 big free throws. So it just attests to what you said as far as just hoping that Tom Thibodeau sees what happened tonight, and hopefully that snowballs into the next game and into this series where when guys are not tired, not exhausted, and have their legs, we're actually knocking down free throws and we're able to play some type of defense down the stretch in the end of the games.
Yeah, I think if Tibbs is at all a good coach, right? Now I think we question that, right, from time to time.
Yes.
Every now and then we do, right? But you know,
I do it every time. I'm still doing it.
Right, right. So if we do think that he's a solid NBA coach and he's attempting to help lead us to a championship, he's gotta go back to the hotel right now and say to himself, shit, that worked. That worked. We had to fight, but that worked. I trusted a couple of more guys. That worked. So now, in his mind, maybe we don't see Precious, and that may hurt some people's feelings. That may not. We may not see him, but the mere fact that we know that he is not stubborn enough, we know that he's listening, whether that's to us or whoever else is out there, because clearly, after game 2, it's only 1 day turnaround. We were begging and pleading to get Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup. And all of a sudden, Ian Begley reports that Mitchell Robinson may be in the starting lineup. Go fucking figure. So, yes, I know what you're saying, Fabian, but we do have to give him some credit because we could easily be sitting right here watching Shaq, Kenny, Ernie, and Charles clown us about being down 3-0, about to get swept. We could be up here with OG pulling out all his hair right now, you with no glasses on with your hat forward, about me losing my mind. We could be up here very different, but right now, because of adjustments he made, we are in a series and we have some life. So
please,
we're in a good position.
If somebody owed me $2,000 and you hit me with a stack, you still owe me, dog. We're down one game, bro.
You still owe me, dog.
Tibbs, you owe us, man.
I feel you, baby. I feel you.
Come on, man. I hear what you're saying. I don't, you know, we gotta give. We want to celebrate this thing. The Precious thing is interesting because for Rick Carlisle to specifically call out that name, that's like, why would you call that name out? We get Mitch. Everybody's scared of Mitch, but Precious, are you serious about him? The fact that we spoke on it last game, more heated tone, but it's Siakam and Halliburton and Brunson and Cat. That's day to day. Brunson could go off, Cat can go off, Siakam could go off, Halliburton can go off. We all expect that. But these role players, come on, man. Like the fact that we can go to DeLon Wright. That's what we were saying, shamming. I don't even mind if I see campaign for 30 seconds, give somebody a break. Just to give somebody a break. Because we are not impressed with your role players. Nimhard and Neesmith and these dudes. Come on, man. That's really what our issue was. Yo, you seriously going to let these guys run them to the ground, just all 7 of them? And you've been doing this since January. Bro, they're going to be tired. They just are. So if we want to give them props for at least listening to his coaching staff or somebody in there, maybe Leon gave him the call. Yo, dog, stop what we did, baby. Come on, man. I don't want to make Christmas that uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? So
hey, listen. He just got an extension. You're gonna have to pay that man. He just got an extension. You're gonna fire him. You're gonna have to pay that man. You're gonna have to pay him.
Yeah,
listen,
regardless.
Sometimes paying your problems
Michael
the
James
wrong way is the best thing you can do sometimes. Listen.
That's a fact, though. You're
sometimes
right.
Sometimes you got to take a loss to get a win.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I think tonight, Tibbs understood this was his job on the line. Just being honest, like, you know, not just from a basketball fan. Tibbs understood I have to show some type of coaching. I cannot continue because remember, y'all know the saying: you do the same thing expecting the same results. That's called insanity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tibbs understood tonight. If I go down 3-0, 0-3, however, and we on the verge of getting swept, he will be fired.
They upping it on you. They
Right.
upping it on you.
And I think he wants to be a Knicks head coach, no matter how I feel. Because listen, the way we are, the way the city is, the way everything is going, it's a great job right now. So I think he understood and he said, you know what? I got to get out my own way, get out this stubbornness. I have guys that are vets that been in this position. So, you know, for me, still not in love with him, but I got to give props. We have to be honest. He listened, and the results was a W. Cannot shit on him tonight. I cannot. Sorry. Cannot shit on him tonight.
He still owes Flea. That's the bottom line.
I love your analogy, man. I love everybody in the chat. Love OG. I ain't heard DMX Flea. That's a funny one. I've never heard that one. I've never heard that one.
Oh, you forgot because you brought up the joint, the Woodstock DMX thing ever since
that's funny as shit. DMX Flea is funny.
JR, thank you for your 199.
99.
Shout out to the rest. They was rolling. GMs in Land Empire 2. Sounds like a dope movie. Thank you for your 199.
499.
Oh, excuse me.
Don't show
my guy, right?
Like
don't show him.
I'm about to owe you like Tibbs. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna pay you back when Tibbs pay us back. Cat was playing like a big man today. Good adjustments from Tibbs. Thank you for your 499. M3 TV, my brother.
Big shout out to M3.
Definitely. Shout out to you guys holding it down. Shout out to you for holding it down with that 199. Four Rock Reels. One game at a time. I told y'all on Friday, I think we can get 2 in Indiana. No bigs on Indiana can hold Cat when he drops to the basket. Four Rock.
Big fact, Four Rock.
Absolutely. We felt that before the series started, right? Like, they can't guard Cat. And we're seeing it more now with Brunson on the bench.
Sure. For sure.
M3 TV, thank you for your 199 and your other 199. Brunson looked like Julius when Brunson took over. Brunson looked like Julius when Brunson took over.
I like what JR just said. He freaked that. He fucked you up just now. He got you, right? He got you. Good shit, JR. Good shit.
And going back to Flea's point that he's always been saying from the rip, fellas, this team has just gotten together. Give them a year. I'm judging them next year. And it took Julius Randle to get hurt, sit on that sideline. And he said for the first time in his life, he started watching tape on himself. That was disgusting to read, but he did come back a better player. And he played well with Brunson, which is all we're asking for. And Cat and Brunson got to figure this thing out for us because it's glaring. It's glaring. And if anybody else says it, they took it from us. We don't mind. Because y'all ain't got the sauce anyway.
You might have the juice. But we got the sauce. Y'all understand that. Go look at the juice. The juice, it goes down. You got to buy juice every all the time. Go look at that barbecue sauce. How long the barbecue sauce lasts in the fridge? A couple months. That juice, you got to buy it every week. Sauce is different than juice, baby. We got the sauce.
Why we get Fleas started? He got the waves.
It's different, baby.
That's that Houston in that barbecue sauce. What are you talking about, Fleas?
It's different. You don't run out of ketchup fast, right? That's sauce. You run out of that Capri Sun bullshit. You run out of that fast. You run out of that lemonade. You run out of that fast. Niggas got the juice. We got the sauce. Niggas be cool. I'm telling you, man.
Paul Rock Reels, thank you for your $5. Dudes getting fouled on an attempted dunk on Siakam was a turning point because Indiana was in foul trouble with no more challenges left. Yes, thank you for bringing that up. Oh my, we were going crazy because Deuce might have yammed it. Cat did yam it, but Deuce was trying to follow that up with Cat open at the top of the key. He still said, no. Springboard, try to yam it on Siakam, got fouled, hit both free throws. Very good point for Rock Reels. Very good point. Deuce was just his aggression. It changes the momentum of the team. And I don't know. We've been saying it about Luka, and we've been saying Brunson over Luka for a long time. But Brunson, remember when like Josh Hart be joking with you about your bum-ass defense. But within them jokes, it's a lot of realness sometimes. And he doesn't want to tell you, y'all should be turning us off, man. We want to pull your dumb ass out of the game sometimes ourselves. That shit is atrocious. But bad enough we got to deal with Cat. But you 6 feet. Why are you falling for a pump fake? What, are you going to block the shot? D up, man. Keep your hands up, little man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I got a quick question for OG before we run, man. OG, game 4, Tuesday, 2-1 series. What needs to happen in game 4 for us to tie this thing up and bring it back to the crib, man?
the same exact game plan. Tibbs has to coach. You go with what's working, and we need our guys to lock in. There wasn't too many mistakes tonight. Of course, you're always going to have mistakes, but you know there wasn't really too many costly turnovers. There wasn't too many bad plays. But we just need everybody to lock in. I think Tibbs not being afraid to coach is the game plan. I think that's how we win this series. It is possible that we can win 4 straight, but Tom Thibodeau has he can't be afraid to coach. Flea, tonight he wasn't afraid to coach. He went deep into the bench, and I gotta go with what you say. And guys gotta play. Guys gotta play. But like I said, we take it one game at a time. Tuesday night, Tibbs has to go into the ball game with the same mindset. I don't care what's going on. If you ain't looking like you got it, you sitting, no matter who you are. And guys need to play. My opinion, Indiana is not special, and we're treating them too special. I watched them get swept last season in the conference finals. They ain't special. But also, I'm a stickler, and I'm gonna leave at this. The GM or who, however that works, they need to go talk to the people that runs that referee organization thing.
You know
I'm
gonna stick that in there, Paul.
But Fleet, I'm being for real. The way we are officiated at times is very unfair. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. Some of these fouls that they call on us, some of the fouls that we don't get called, they took 3 points away from us tonight. Cat got fouled on that 3-point shot, and then when they thought he traveled, that was 2 points.
Yeah, that was
the way we are officiating is terrible. So for me, you know, that's just me, but I just think game 4, Tibbs just got to get right back in his bag. Same game plan.
I gotta totally disagree with that, because after watching what Cat did in that 4th quarter, and when he went up like a man, as Flea said, with his going left, got the and one. When he started flailing again, they didn't give him the call. When he yammed it on homeboy, that might have been a charge. They said, nah, fuck that. That's a foul. Get to the free throw line. You earned that. We didn't even go on. You call a challenge, we don't even respect the challenge. I think when Cat plays aggressive, it's all we've been asking for. Is he's not consistently aggressive, and this was against good teams, the best teams in the Eastern Conference. They're going to give you calls that way. I think the Pacers are so active going to the basket that they are going to get the calls. We need that from our best players, because we want to put you in foul trouble. I just can't buy into the referees giving them a one-sided thing here. Like I just don't think that anymore. I think, you know, when Randall was here, he got the calls. We were top 4 in the NBA with free throws, and I don't think we are that with Cat here, because he's not aggressive. And with this Pacer team, we said it before the series started. Yo, they can't guard you. As soon as he saw what's his name, Thomas Bryant,
food.
That dunk was crazy, man. Kidding me? So I just hopefully Brunson can really get in the zone and understand he has to go in that corner for next game. When is the next game? Wednesday or Tuesday?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
Oh, y'all playing with us, man. Y'all playing with us, man. Hey, click that. What's that called? Pin comment in the description, y'all. In the chat. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. Yeah. Cash showed up today. They scared, but I'm not. Say, yo, coach, sit Jalen down real quick. He's scared, but I'm not. Tap that. Support AllBall TV. Got some shirts in there in black and white. Appreciate y'all. Oh, holiday ride. Best Buy. With the $9.99. We need a sponsorship from Best Buy, man. We promoting you every night, man. Fall Rock Reels. We got to defend the Pacers fast break. Is slow it down. Yes, the transition defense got better when Brunson was off the court as well. So we do got to play defense. I think that comes with I hate to say it. We love Brunson so much, but sorry, we might get mad, man. We kind of celebrating him getting benched a lot, and we don't care. Hey, Jalen, you the captain for a reason, man. Jeter would sit down. Fellas.
All ball suckers.
Are we live?
Big Flea. He was never the little one. The biggest, y'all.
Big
That's that
victory.
Mets blood in you. Be respectful.
What happened? What I say?
See y'all Tuesday night.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Salute. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.